Bukhara is Delhi's most famous restaurant. Every evening, members of Delhi's high society queue up here because tables can't be reserved for evenings.
It's not a hype, it's a factual term on which people tend to come. They believe that they must come here and make a memorable stay or meal here. It's the consistency of the food. It's a 100% food-led restaurant, but the interiors, the ambience, and the total experience what they'll attain after having their meal would make them come back. It's a northwest frontier cuisine where mostly the food is from tandoori region. Tandoori. It's a nomadic food which have been converted. After a lot of error and trial, we have been come down to a bite-sized chunks which are marinated and made to cook in such a way, keeping them soft and succulent from within. That's why the chunks are quite large in size here. This is a signature dish of Bukhara, which is called dal Bukhara. This is one thing people cannot go without it. It has to be a part of their meal. Sometimes the guests are also just making it as a staple just by having bread and dal itself, and that's a meal.
In Indian cuisine, there are countless types of flatbreads called naans and chapatis. They have to be very fresh and served hot. In good restaurants, guests will receive freshly baked bread from the tandoor oven at regular intervals.
It's a very highly skilled job, Putting big naan, sometimes you have to balance out yourself because, you might go bend inside. So it has to be balanced out, and then it doesn't take, because the surface area is larger. You have a look how big it is inside. And the surface is larger, so it needs to come out crispier. See, this is Amit. Now this is how it will become bigger. We can make a little more bigger, but initially the temperature is high, so we want to take risk. Otherwise, it can be further bigger. The same thing can be made into bigger size. So very soft and juicy. This is our kebab spice, call it kebab masala. Sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice on top. Oil, again, that butter, clarified butter is again optional. If you wish to have it, you don't want to have it, depends. The importance of what we have is the raw ingredient itself, the cooking pattern, on which temperature you cook. Unlike the curries, where the gravy is incorporated and it laces the entire main product itself. Here what we believe in is spices are minimal, so that if you are ordering for a meat, you must have the proper taste of the meat itself, so that the marination should not overpower the meat itself.
Grilled meat to absolute perfection. All the US presidents of the last 20 years have eaten in Bukhara. VIPs visiting Delhi are almost always invited to Bukhara by their Indian hosts.